How have you not seen this yet?
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of RobTheFiasco Reviews. This is episode 2 of How Have You Not Seen This Yet, where I go through movies or TV shows that I watch, and if you haven't seen yet, you have to be watching. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss anything. Alright, let's just jump right into this. Nowadays, we have so many choices, so many movies, so many TV shows, so when you sit down, you want to know that you're watching something that's worth your time and that's quality. Now the show that I'm going to be talking about, and yes, it's a show, is a show that is multi-layered, it's complex, it has several different aspects that will bring you in week to week, and it's just fantastic. And to be honest, I don't hear enough people talking about this, and it kind of makes me mad. The show has excellent characters, excellent world building, probably some of the best you'll see on TV, and my favorite part, which I'll talk about in depth, is the fight choreography. Now maybe you've guessed the show already, probably not since I haven't given you too much. The show that I'm talking about today is Into the Badlands. From that fight scene, that is 2%. That is a drop in the bucket of the quality of fight sequences that you'll get in this show. That's not the only thing. Let me get to that at a later point in this video, so stay tuned. First, I'm going to talk about the world building. Like I said before, this is some of the best world building you'll see on TV or possibly even in movies. How the show works, they live in a post-apocalyptic world. It's based in the United States. It's a desolate land called the Badlands, and there are several different territories that are run by barons. Now the barons, they're in charge of running their faction. Where the show is set, the most valuable thing is commodities. So opium or gas or oil. So the barons control their individual territories, and then under the barons, they have their clippers. Now the clippers are their kind of armies that they use to enforce the law in their territory. Now these guys are badass. The fight scenes, and again, I'm getting ahead of myself, the fight scenes in the show that involve the clippers, bar none, probably the best you'll see on television right now. The amount of love and dedication that they put into it, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself again, just keep watching. So along with the clippers, you have what they call cogs, which are unfortunately the slaves, and they use them to mine the precious resources that run their civilization. So you have the barons, you have the clippers, you have the cogs, you also have the dolls. Dolls are the prostitutes. You don't see too much of them, but they do play a part in the story. You also have nomads, and these are kind of the outliers. The people who haven't joined a certain community, they answer to no baron, and they're kind of on their own. The last part of the show is a regent. Now the regent is the person who is in charge of all the clippers for a certain baron. How this is all established in the show, how they build the world up in the first season, it is inventive, it is creative. You don't see many things like this on television. How they take time to build a world that you can invest in and you care about and you know how everything works. The characters in the show are extremely compelling, so you kind of can delve more deeply into characters and you get more serious storylines out of them. I don't want to go into too much detail about the show because I don't want to give any spoilers, so I'm only going to talk about 3 characters right now, 3 characters that are my favorite out of the whole show thus far. The first one is Sunny. Now, if you've watched the show and you're still with me, you know Sunny is the man. The regent for the main baron, he was the one kicking ass in the fight scene that I showed earlier. He is both aggressive when he needs to be, but there are parts where they show a different side of him because the show has so many layers. There's just the action that is just amazing. And then they have love stories, they have a few mysteries that I don't want to spoil too much, but the show, the first season, centers around a mystery that you're not sure what's going on, but you keep wanting to watch the next episode and the next episode so you get more information and you want to figure out this main mystery. The second character that I want to talk about is Quinn. Quinn is the main baron of the show, so he is who Sunny answers to, and my goodness, every scene that he's in, he steals. He oozes charisma, he talks in like this debonair, suffering succotash, let me get a piece of that Kit Kat butt. Watching the show, watching this character specifically, you feel like he's just so invested in portraying this character, and you see it every time that he's on screen. Now the last character that I want to talk about is the Widow. Now the Widow she's another baron, and Jesus. Marvel, if you're looking for your first action movie star that's a female that can carry a franchise, it's the Widow. Once you watch the show, you'll see. She owns everybody. And then once that's done, kind of like Sunny, she has layers to her. And again, I don't want to go into too much and spoil anything, but just the complexity of these characters in this show is just, I don't know how more people aren't watching this. The costume design. It is amazing. The costume design has an awesome look. I don't know what the budget of the show is, but the show just looks like it's made for a lot more money than I'm sure it's made for. A lot of shows, they struggle with budget. They have a good concept, they have good execution, but then once they put it onto screen, you kind of don't believe it. This show doesn't suffer from that. You are never taken out of any scenes because it doesn't look good. I will tell you this right now that the fight sequences, they do use a lot of wire work, so it isn't 100% realistic, but the quality of the fight scenes on television, I don't think there's a show that's better. The fight sequences in this show, I'm very much anti-spoiler, and it's hurting me not to just break down every fight scene that they have. Iron Fist just came out, and that's a Netflix show. That's a show that I'm sure has a higher budget than this show had. They put that show to shame. You feel like every one of the actors went through months, maybe even years for some of them, was put through vigorous fight choreography. You never really feel like there's a stunt double doing the stunt. I know for sure, and for liability reasons, I'm sure they have stunt doubles doing them, but you never feel like it's not them doing it. The show doesn't use a lot of cuts to hide anything, and you've seen my other videos, so you know how I hate how people cut things up. The show, it shows you the action. It's not quite John Wick level, but it's nowhere near the bottom where Iron Fist was. It's somewhere close to here, and that's amazing for a television show. So all in all, I'm saying drop what you're doing. The video's almost done. Drop what you're doing. Go watch Into the Badlands on AMC. It airs on Sunday. You will not regret it. Scout's Honor. Scout's Honor on all my badges. You will not regret watching Into the Badlands. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw here, please hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button so you get updates of when I upload next. My social media is linked down below, so don't forget to follow me on all those. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, all that good stuff. Leave comments down below. If you watched the show, what do you like about it? I'm not going to say what you don't like about it because there's no reason that you don't like everything about this show. But if you do, leave that down below, guys. One of my fellow YouTubers, Al, he actually has on his channel an episode by episode breakdown. So I really think you should go over to his channel after you're done watching this and watch his episodes 1, 2, and 3 breakdown. They're very informative. He'll do everything, and just, if I didn't make you want to watch the show, for sure he will. So don't forget to go to his channel after you're done this and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to his channel too. And remember, there is no spoon. Usually I say something funny at the end, but just watch this. Did that do it for you?